guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's gonna be a makeup tutorial and I'm super excited about it. It was honestly like the hardest tutorial I've ever filmed. Everything that could have went wrong. Kids didn't want to sleep. I used the wrong foundation color. It was just really hectic, but I love the end result and I hope you guys do too. I've been wanting to get up kind of a glitter cut crease, and now that I showed you guys how to do a cut crease, I wanted to intensify the look and make it more dramatic, more sultry, more fall-y, but still, since it's not super fall time, I kind of want to incorporate like a springy kind of lip that's like transitioning into the fall. But yeah, anyways, I love the way this turned out with the glitter cut crease and this lip. Actually, this lip is the Kylie 22 Lip Kit of hers, and I love this color. Honestly, this reminds me of Kathleen Lights' Miami Fever, except hers is a little bit like of a deeper terracotta color, whereas this one's a little bit more bright and burnt. But the formula of this lip kit is awesome. This is the only lip kit that I have of hers, so I can't tell you that all of them are great. But so far, this color is great. I literally don't feel it on my lips. It's not drying yet. I think I've been wearing it for like 45 minutes already, and I really do like her formula. It's a little bit expensive, but you can get past that. It comes with a lip liner, which is pretty cool. But yeah, and other than that, I'll stop rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and you guys learned something new today. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, please hit that little button down below. Subscribe if you want to see more of me, and follow me on all my social medias, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye. Hey guys, so starting off with skincare, I'm going to be applying this Nerium day cream just so we keep our skin very hydrated for the day. Now going in with Tarte Eye cream, we're going to apply this underneath our eyes so that helps our concealer not crease in our fine lines. Then we're going to go in with Aquaphor lip balm just to prep our lips for some liquid lipstick today. Then starting off with the eyes, I'm going to jump into the 15 Con palette from Morphe, which is a concealer palette, and I'm going to use this concealer right here to prep our lids and prime. Once I am done applying this, I'm going to go into the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette and set that using the shade Tempera. Priming your lids before you apply any kind of eyeshadow just ensures that your eyeshadow is going to last all day and it's not going to crease or anything like that. So once we're done setting that primer or concealer, I'm going to jump into the Jaclyn Hill Favorite Palette by Morphe brushes, and I'm going to take this soft brown color right here as our first transition color, and I'm going to use the Sigma E40 and just dust this back and forth from the outer corner into the inner corner. We're going to be using a lot of colors today, and since this eye look is a little bit more complex, you're going to need a lot of transition colors just to build up the intensity of the eye and to make everything seem very gradient and seamless. So jumping right back into the Jaclyn Hill Favorite Palette, we're going to take this mustardy kind of orange color right here, and we're going to do the exact same thing that we were doing. This color is going to bring a lot of warmth to the eye and a lot of pop to this eye look. I just love using like throw-uppy and like bright kind of orange colors like this. It just throws a different kind of twist into the eye look. So we're going to be dusting this back and forth using the same Sigma E40, and then once we're done with that, we're going to take a deeper terracotta-y color from the same Jaclyn Hill Favorite Palette, and we're going to use a Morphe M441, which is one of my favorite eye brushes. And we're just going to be going a little bit lower into the crease and dusting this back and forth in windshield wiper motions, just making sure to blend everything out so we don't have any harsh lines. Once again, using a bunch of transition colors is very key to a lot of eye looks because it gives it that really gradient, beautiful effect. I know that I say that 24/7, but I promise you guys, transitions are your life. So once we're done blending everything out, we're going to jump right back into the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and we're going to take this color right here called Red Ochre, which is extremely similar to Makeup Geek's Cocoa Bear. We're going to use the exact same brush and we're going to pack it onto the corners of our crease, and then once we blend it in just a little bit, I'm going to switch brushes into a Morphe M330, which has quickly become one of my favorite brushes because it's tapered at the end into a small point, which is key to a lot of cut crease kind of looks or just getting deep into that crease. So we're just going to use this brush and we're going to go into the same color that's on our lid, not adding any more color, and we're just going to blend everything out and just buff it out until we have no harsh lines and everything seems very blended and very seamless. Although we're using different brushes and different colors, as you can tell I'm doing the exact same kind of technique. I'm just buffing it back and forth in a rounded kind of eye look because that's the look we're going for today. So then going back into that Sigma E40 with no additional product, we're just going to go back out and just blend everything out just to make sure there's no harsh lines and everything seems very blended. So then going back into that Jaclyn Hill favorite palette, we're going to take this kind of poppy looking color and we're just going to pop that onto our upper lid, or upper crease, I'm sorry, just to add a little bit more dimension and a little bit more pop of some warm colors. Then once I feel like there's enough pop of color and dimension, I'm going to go back into that same Morphe M330 with a little bit more red ochre and just start building the intensity of that color and blending it back and forth until I get the amount of intensity that I want. You don't really need a deeper color, you just need more product and more densely packed onto the brush to make it a lot deeper and intensify the color a lot. Then once I feel like I've intensified the color a lot, I'm going to go in with a Morphe M330 or Sigma E25, whichever you want to use, and I'm just going to go in with no product on it, although my brush is dirty, and I'm just going to blend it out just to make sure we don't have any patchiness or any harsh lines. Now to carve out that crease, I'm going to use ColourPop Mr. Bing Gel Liner with a flat concealer brush. Typically for cut creases, I would go in with a light shaded concealer, but since I want this glitter to be very intensified and a lot deeper of a tone, I'm going to go in with a dark base. So if you want colors to be a lot lighter, you would go in with a light colored base, but if you want it to be a little bit deeper and more intensified, you would go in with a darker colored base. It definitely changes the tone of the colors you're using on top of the base. So for this cut crease, I'm going to go in with a dark brown concealer so that the glitter will intensify more and pop more. So we're just going to be carving it out very slowly. This was kind of hard for me because this gel pot did dry a lot faster, so it was a lot harder for me to carve it out versus using a concealer, but I made it work anyways. Makeup is all about trial and error and practicing, so for the next time I know not to use a gel liner for this, but it ended up working for me anyways. So now going in with Too Faced glitter glue, I'm going to use the exact same brush that I was using to carve out that crease and just packing the glitter glue all over where I carved it out. This ensures that the glitter is gonna stick to the lid and not transfer onto the crease. So I'm carving that out the exact same shape that I did the gel liner, and then I'm going to be going in with NYX Copper Glitter, which I am so obsessed with, and I'm going to use the same brush, no Fix Plus whatsoever, just the glitter glue, and begin to pack onto the lid and carve out that cut crease. It may seem a little bit sloppy right now, but I promise you the end result is gorgeous and it looks so pretty. So this is very tedious and it takes a while to pack on, but I promise you it's going to end up looking so pretty. So here you just want to continue to pack. With glitter, you don't want to drag or rub. You just want to pack, 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 which intensifies the look because it gets very full looking with the glitter and it's not so sparse. So once we are basically done packing on that glitter, I'm going to go back into that Modern Renaissance palette and I'm going to mix the shades Cypress Umber and Red Ochre just to deepen up the crease. And I'm going to be using a Sigma pencil liner and I'm just going to be dragging this back and forth where we carved out our crease before and just intensifying that color. And once I reach the intensity that I am looking for, I'm going to go back into that M330 and just buff everything out so it doesn't seem so harsh and it seems a little bit softer of a look. Then once everything is blended out, I'm going to jump into my NYC liquid liner and I'm going to go ahead and create a wing, which cleans up the cut crease for sure. It's key to use a liquid liner when using glitter because gel liner is going to move the glitter, whereas liquid liner just sits on top of the glitter, if that makes any kind of sense. So then now moving on to the other eye, we're going to do the exact same thing that we were doing before, except on this eye I try to work a little bit quicker with the pot liner so that it doesn't dry up so fast on me. Like I said, makeup is trial and error, so I learned from the first eye onto the second eye. Okay, once we finish carving out that crease and applying the glitter glue, we're going to do the exact same thing that we did last time. We're going to start packing on that glitter until it's full enough to where I like the way it looks. Then once again, going in with Cypress Umber and Red Ochre with that pencil liner, we're going to go ahead and start carving out that crease, or not carving out that crease, intensifying the crease. Then we're going to go back in with that 330 brush from Morphe and just blend everything out. Once we're done blending everything out, I'm going to go ahead and apply some more wing liner and apply lashes. For the lashes, I went in with Flutter lashes Intoxicating. They're so dramatic, so fluffy. They're like a double layered lashes. They just make this look even more dramatic. Once the lashes are on, we're moving on to the face. So we're going to start off by spraying our face with Smashbox primer water and then jumping into the Tarte Shape Tape concealers. So first I'm going to go in before I apply my foundation with the light concealer, and I'm going to use this to conceal and mask my dark circles underneath my eyes. This is such a full coverage concealer, but I love it, especially if you have dark circles or bags. It definitely covers everything. So I'm going to apply this light concealer and then blend it out. Then I'm going to go in with the medium concealer and apply it above because that's a little bit more of my color. And the reason I am doing it below my foundation today is because I want it to give me more of a natural, like highlighted look underneath the foundation and not so really highlighted on top of the foundation. This is a good trick that if you don't like to look so like bright underneath your eyes, it's better to put your concealer underneath your foundation than on top. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Then going in with the Naked One and Done foundation by Urban Decay. I went in with the wrong shade, so I had to like mix the darker shade that I have to make it my color. I told you everything that could have went wrong with this video. So now that I'm applying that all over my face with the Beauty Blender, this is kind of like a tinted moisturizer but on steroids kind of foundation. It's very light coverage, so for my girls that don't like a full face, this is the foundation for you, and it has SPF, which is awesome for the daytime. So I'm going to apply this all over my face, and as you can tell, it's a little bit too light for me, so we're going to go in with a darker foundation to contour with, and it's going to bring the whole look together. And now to add some color to my face, I'm going to go in with the Elcie Foundation in the shade Almond, and I'm going to use this foundation brush to place everything where I want it for me to contour with this foundation. I've been liking to contour with a darker foundation versus contouring with powder because I feel like it brings more of like a natural look to your face and it doesn't look so cakey and powdery on your face. So I'm going to put this on my forehead, my jawline, my cheekbones, my nose, and go ahead and start contouring with this foundation. I just love using this strategy lately. It just makes everything look so much more natural and kind of like dewy but not dewy. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm going to go ahead and buff everything out using the same exact Beauty Blender. Once everything is buffed out, I'm going to jump into my Airspun translucent powder just to clean up the contour that I did and then to set the concealer underneath my eyes. So I'm using this to clean it up. This is a great strategy, so if you're a little bit sloppy with your contour, this strategy right here cleans everything up, and I'm setting my nose, my forehead, and underneath my eyes. Once everything is set, we're going to dust it off, and then going in with Nars Laguna, I'm just going to go over everywhere I contoured with very lightly and just set that contour. You don't want to put too much powder because you already have a lot of product on your face and you don't want to become a cake face, so you're going to do this with a very, very, very light hand and just set everywhere where you just contoured with. Then jumping into the Morphe 9N palette and going in with this blush right here, which is a very natural kind of bronzy blush, using, I think this is a Morphe E4 brush, and we're just going to dust this over our cheekbones and just add a little bit of color to our face and our cheeks. Then for highlight today, I'm going in with Becca's Champagne Pop, which I love this color with this bronzy orangey kind of look, and I'm using a Morphe 310 fan brush and just dusting this over my cheekbones at the high points of my cheeks and just highlighting my face. I love using this fan brush because everything goes on very seamless, no harsh lines, it's not super precise, it just seems like a very natural glow from within. So once we're done highlighting our cheekbones, I'm going to go in with this Mary Loumanizer by the Balm, and I'm using a pencil brush from Morphe. I believe this is an E36, I'm not sure, and I'm just going to go ahead and highlight my cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, and along the bridge of my nose very lightly, also the tops of my brows and the inner corners of my eye look. This is my all-time favorite highlighter just because it's so intense and it's only $24, and I found mine at Kohl's. So now going back into Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, I am taking Raw Sienna with this Morphe M209 and just buffing that underneath my lash line back and forth very sloppily just because it's going to be a smoky eye look. It doesn't matter with this one since it's a transition color. You can be as sloppy as you want.
Then once we're done using raw sienna, I'm going to take red ochre with a small definer brush, a Morphe M508, which is my favorite, and I'm going to coat my lower lash line very tightly with this color and just blend it out. I only drag that in about halfway, and then I'm going to take a clean pencil brush and just buff everything out to make it seem very seamless. Then going back in with that same definer brush and taking the color Cypress Umber, I'm going to drag that one a little bit further in and then blend it out once again. As you guys know, I hate doing my lower lash line because my eyes begin to water. Now going in with Rimmel Eye Kohl in the color Black. Going to line my waterline, and once I'm done lining my waterline, I'm going to go back in with that Modern Renaissance palette and take the color Burnt Orange with that Morphe M209 and just buff everything out with that. Once we're done buffing everything out, I'm going to coat my lower lash line and then on to lips. Then for the star of the show, I'm going to take Kylie's Lip Kit in the shade 22. I love this color, and because of this color, the eye look is going to be brought out so much more, and it's going to make it look so much more dramatic. So here I am taking her lip liner and lining my lips. I will say her lip liner is very creamy. It reminds me of a lot of ColourPop's formula. It just glides on very seamlessly. And it's very pigmented as well. So once we're done lining our lips, moving on to the liquid lipstick, I'm going to apply that all over my lips. I actually really like the formula of this lip kit. It's very creamy and not moussey, but not liquidy. It's like a hybrid of both, and it definitely lasts all day, and it didn't feel like cement on my lips. It was a very comfortable formula. I only have one color though, so I can't tell you if I love or hate her brand, but as far as 22 goes, I love this color. So that completes this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me do my makeup today and enjoyed this full glam glitter cut crease, and I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys!